The eensy weensy spider.
Something so small, so easily squashed, can trigger terror. This level of disgust.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The fear of spiders is common. For some, the terror is tantamount to a phobia.
Do you have any phobias?
The largest phobia I have would probably be arachnophobia. Anxiety, full panic. I couldn't be in my room as a child if there was a spider in the room.
How did you get over it?
I just had to start killing them because they were everywhere.
Evolutionarily, like we are designed to be afraid of these things. There's a reason for that, right? I mean, fear as an emotion is designed to protect us.
Dr. Todd Farchione is a clinical psychologist at Boston University. He says phobias are more intense than fears.
I might have a fear of spiders. Like if I come across a spider in the basement, I might not want to like pick it up and handle it and stuff like this. But if I can't go into my basement because there's a spider down there, that's a totally different story. You know you have a problem when it starts to interfere with your life.
Tori Murray knew she had a problem when she felt trapped in tight spaces, especially elevators.
But if I'm walking up to an elevator, I'm like, oh no. Immediately sweaty hands. Sometimes my heart would race.
She says her claustrophobia started in her early teens when she felt trapped in a dark hallway during a power outage.
It was just weird. It was like all of a sudden, boom, like this is serious.
The phobia creeped into activities she once enjoyed.
There was a concert I went to and I was in the smack center and it just felt like I was just stuck. And I was like, I do not like this and you can't move, you're just stuck there. I can't even enjoy the concert anymore.
Murray avoided tight spaces. Even blankets would spark her anxiety.
I couldn't be under there for too long. It would just be too tight.
To conquer her claustrophobia, she took part in a study at BU Center for Anxiety and Related Disorders. She also underwent exposure therapy.
Exposure therapy involves confronting a situation, an object, or an activity that somebody might be afraid of in a very gradual way, so taking it one step at a time. It's designed to really help the person to become more comfortable with the situation and to overcome their fears.
You just do the same thing, see how your gains have been maintained.
Part of Murray's therapy, lying in a dark closet for several sessions. It was rough at first.
Like, it was my last breath every time.
Gonna close the doors. You stay in until I open them.
On this day, a follow-up to her initial treatments.
It felt like a coffin because you have to get in there and you have to lay down and all you can do is have your arms by your side. And they suggest don't close your eyes because that's a coping mechanism to help you, escape your reality.
She says the closet exercises helped her realize there's nothing to fear in tight, dark places.
Honestly, just being present really did help. Just looking at the closet wall that was in front of me and just looking, I'm in here. And it's okay to be in here. And I'm only scared because I'm telling myself I'm scared to be in here. That was the real secret I found out.
The next test for Murray, withstanding a mock MRI.
How you feeling?
It's a little tight.
A little tight. All right, you got this.
Joseph Carpenter, a Boston University PhD student working on this study, says Murray has shown great progress. She enhanced her learning from the initial exposure therapy sessions.
I'm alive.
And you think you could handle a full MRI if you had to be in there 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah, just back to just staying present.
Tori is a rock star example of how well exposure therapy can work. Her fear levels went from pretty significant, pretty severe at the beginning down to basically non-existent by the end. We love to see that, and we love to see this idea of, I learned that I can do it.
Some might argue exposure therapy looks like torture. Dr. Farchione says, look past the optics.
The person is in control, and what I mean by that is if they want it to end, it ends. Exposure therapy is designed to give the person the opportunity to see that the fear will rise, but the fear will also go down. So if you stay in that situation, eventually the fear will resolve in that situation. And part of that is because we learn that the situation is not dangerous.
Murray says thanks to the exposure therapy, she can face her fears.
Now I'm in a place where I'm over it. Before, it was something that was really scary. I'm honestly okay. I take elevators a lot. I go in the elevator and I'm like, what floor am I going to? Okay. And then I just go.